but I do get myself find myself being a little frustrated of just yelling at the screen and be like telling the center, whoever the center may be, hold the pick just like a smidge longer. You're dropping out way too early and you're causing turnovers. Like I think three or four of them happened against the Aces where they were just they're getting their pocket pick because they're releasing a ball and not holding the screen and it's just anyways, it will get ironed out. I'm sure it will. I'm sure they watch game tape, and I'm sure they're going to see it as just much as I can see it sitting on the couch. So
Yeah, yeah. So let's just talk Valkyries real quick then.
yeah,
So they get the win at Indiana. It was a
mhm.
19-point blowout, 80-61. They put the clamps on Caitlin Clark. That was Wednesday morning.
Yeah, they held
Uh,
her to 10 points, man. ten
yep.
points.
This is the second game in a row they put the clamps on her big time. Like she could not. She like they put the defensive effort on her big time. They really roughed her up a bit. And then, unfortunately, on Saturday, they go into Las Vegas. They end up losing by 2. It's the first game that they've scored and the first game that they've allowed 100 points, in their franchise history. So they
Hmm.
lose 104 to 102.
That one was a
So
crazy one because with 17
yeah,
seconds left, Emma Hayes hit that crazy one-footed uh,
Hayes
jump.
Hayes is women's national team coach.
She hit the crazy three-pointer. Unfortunately, with the intentional foul and just time not on their side, there's no way
Yeah.
they can get that over. But you know what their biggest issue is? It's the same issue that the men are plagued with that play on the same court as the Valkyries. Turnovers. Like,
Mhm.
dear Lord. Defensively, they're there. They can shoot the lights out with any team. For instance, the Vegas game, they had 10 turnovers that led to 11 points, right?
Mhm.
Now, look, 10 turnovers, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. Yes, but they also played less minutes than, the men's do. So
Right.
evaluation, it's kind of par and similar to you doing
In
like,
terms of turnover rate,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
Here's a little bit of a fun fact from Marissa and Jemmy from the SF Chronicle. Actually, 3 of the Valkyries' 8 best shooting games of the season came on this road trip, and they were all losses,
Yep.
along with 3 of their 7 worst defensive showings.
I
So
bet you, I bet you
the
turnovers
best
were
shooting
right there
game
too.
ever for the Valks was the loss on Saturday. So it's just it's wild. I don't know, man. Like so, if they can figure out the shooting and the defense at the same time, like get the defense and the shooting to be active at the same time. Like we've seen it happen a couple of times, like the Seattle game a couple weeks ago, where they ended up blowing the doors off of them. They ended up winning by like 27 or something like that.
Right.
That's certainly something that obviously you want to see that happen more often. They're gonna have the chance because you got the tonight they're playing the Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury. They're going up to Seattle on Wednesday to play the Storm. Friday, they're coming back home to play Dallas Wings, and then Sunday, they're at the Connecticut Sun. So, just checking up on the standings real quick. You have the Connecticut Sun. They only have 3 wins, and that's as of literally 10 minutes ago when I pulled the standings. Uh, 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 Dallas, they're bottom of the Western Conference. You would expect them. You would expect a win there. The Storm, if the Valkyries get the win against the Storm, that's a tiebreaker.
Yes.
You would now own the tiebreaker against the Storm. You're only 1 game back in the loss column against the Storm right now. They've played a couple more games, so they're like a couple of games up in the standings. So, but if you on Wednesday, if you beat the Storm, you're tied in the loss column then at this point, and then you play out a couple more games and you have the tiebreaker on them. So that would be huge. You
Well,
get that win on Wednesday,
also
and
too,
you've already beat them twice.
don't forget, uh, Ileana Rupert. She's coming to the team tomorrow.
Mhm.
To do
They just waived Stephanie Talbot to make room for her.
she can shoot the lights out too, but she also plays some solid defense as well too. So rebounding is kind of one of her also specialties. Kind of helps when you're tall. So I'm excited to see what that's going to look like too on the team. You're stretching the floor. You get to open the floor more. Because like one thing I did notice watching the couple games here is that they are trying their absolute hardest to feed the 3-point shooters over picks rub screens, and
Mhm,
everyone's just blowing through those screens. Like obviously there's going to be some chemistry,
mhm.
but I do get myself find myself being a little frustrated of just yelling at the screen and be like telling the center, whoever the center may be, hold the pick just like a smidge longer. You're dropping out way too early and you're causing turnovers. Like I think 3 or 4 of them happened against the Aces where they're getting their pocket pick because they're releasing a ball and not holding the screen and it's just anyways, it will get ironed out. I'm sure it will. I'm sure they watch game tape, and I'm sure they're going to see it as just as much as I can see it sitting on the couch. So, um, but I think Ileana's going to be here to help out on that. She played for Team France, so she's got a lot of experience going for her as well too. So I'm excited to see her being the newest addition to the team here with us.
Yeah, totally. Just a fun fact, as of July 11th, so before the, Las Vegas game, the Valkyries the Valkyries were favored to clinch a postseason spot, which of course means finishing in the top 8 of the 13-team league. They had minus 140 odds in Vegas to make the playoffs at that point. They opened the season at plus 1600 or 16 to 1. They had the longest odds to make the playoffs when the season started. So if anybody threw some money at the beginning of the year just to be like, screw it, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, it might be paying out here
Probably,
for you.
probably paying out pretty good for you at that point. But let's see. Just a fun fact of the league's 10 other expansion teams since the WNBA started, none have ever made the postseason in their first season. And
Right.
only one has ever had a winning record, and that was the Detroit Shock in 1998. Okay, so the Valkyries have a chance to do something really, really cool here. Okay, so that's uh on like that is right there for the taking. So let's finish above 500, let's make the playoffs, and let's make some noise. Okay, so that's really really exciting times. The WNBA as a whole, like a wider look, I got a fun Angel Reese stat for you. Okay,
Okay.
ready for this? All right, this is most rebounds this season. Okay,
Oh
Angel
yeah.
Reese leads the league in rebounds. Okay, 255 total rebounds.
Sure.
If you take out the me bounds, which are the ones where she's like, like she misses and gets her own rebound. If you
Okay.
take those out, she is still leading the league with 228. All right, if you take out the fourth quarter rebounds, Angel Reese leads the league with rebounds at 182. Like if you only take out her fourth quarter rebounds and
Hmm.
let everybody else have all of theirs, okay? If you take out Angel Reese's offensive rebounds and let everybody else have all of their rebounds, she still leads the league in rebounds at 176. Azure Stevens is number 2 in total rebounds at 172. So like Angel Reese is like lapping the field in rebounds,
Wow.
like total rebounds. So just to give some context, if anybody's like coming like up the road to try to like argue against greatness, take a seat, come on, there's some really great things happening. Angel Reese is doing some amazing things, and uh let Bayou Barbie cook, man. Calm
Yeah.
down.
You Barbie. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
that was her
Yeah.
college nickname.
That's
I'm
right.
bringing
And
it back. I'm
LSU.
sprinkling
Yep.
it back in there.
That's
All
great.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so right now current standings, the Valkyries are 10 and 10. They're at 500 right now. And like we said, they have a golden opportunity state to get back above 500 and really make some noise. They're currently sitting. I believe they're in a playoff spot right now. Um, as we
Yeah.
look,
I
yes,
think they're
yeah, they are half a game clear of the Las Vegas Aces for the final playoff spot. As I'm looking at it right now.
yeah.
Yeah. So it is neck and neck right now. Obviously, the Aces are a pretty good team. They're one of the teams that everybody talks about as being a championship contender, and they're a little down right now, and they're still trying to integrate everybody after losing Kelsey Plum and trying to figure that out. So uh, I would expect that that's going to be a tough to hold on there. So you want to try to stack up as many wins as possible and try to make try to make a difference as as best you can everywhere else you can. So don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to fight off the aces for that final spot.
Yeah, absolutely.